Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm April Garner, founder of the network, and boy, do we have an exciting day today. We have a great show lineup, and as you can see, I am without my partner in crime, Dr. Winston D. McIver Jr., who typically is here with me on a Friday afternoon, but duty calls and he had to be out of town for some things. And so he'll be back next Friday, though, with some more COVID updates, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on. I'm not even going to attempt to do it this week because, of course, I can't hold a candle to Dr. McIver, but I promise you, you're going to enjoy this show today. So first of all, we have some great topics that are kind of leading us into the new year and also into this holiday season. And we're going to start off with a great conversation from a young entrepreneur who's going to talk to us about how you can get your business ready for 2021. And then after that, we will have a discussion with a licensed professional counselor who will talk about how you can cope with the holiday blahs. You know, a lot of us are going into the holidays. Sometimes it saddens us whenever we go into the holidays, especially when we don't have our loved ones with us anymore. And also the stress of the holidays can just be a lot for people to cope with. So she's going to talk to us a little bit about what we can do to cope with the stresses, anxieties, and all that comes with the holidays so that we can go into it positively and have a good time. And then after that, I am going to give you my cool Christmas gift picks. And what I've decided to do for the next couple of Fridays is to select some products that I think are unique, products that I've seen promoted or advertised in the network group and on the networkconnects.com. And once you see those products, of course, it's up to you to decide what you want to buy. I'm not going to tell you what to buy, but I'm going to tell you that these products come highly recommended. And also, I've tried a couple myself, so I can definitely give you my testimony about it all. But if you are interested in having your product promoted, or if you would like to be a part of this Christmas gift giving list that I want to share with everyone as they try to put their Christmas gift list together and get their stocking stuffers ready, make sure you're promoting your products in the network group, but also make sure you have added your business listing to the networkconnects.com. And I'll be able to look at your products, maybe check out your website, find out some more information about who you are and what you have to offer. And then we can talk a little bit about why it needs to make my list. So in the spirit of Oprah and her favorite things, I'm going to give you AG's favorite things, my choices for the Christmas gift giving season. So with that being said, I'm actually going to bring on our first guest, and we have Miss Ashley White. Hey, Ashley, how are you doing?
Hi, happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too. Thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you for allowing me.
Absolutely. So I have noticed that you use the network group a lot, and you post a lot of things about your candles and your wax melts and all that good stuff. But lately I've been seeing some information and I'm like, I think we need to pick Ashley's brain a little bit. Information about just your thoughts on what people need to do to make sure that they have themselves together in business. And so before we get into all of that, I want you to, of course, explain to everyone who you are and tell us a little bit about your background as well.
Okay. I am Ashley White. I am a resident of Conway, born and raised, the daughter of Larry and Rita White.
All right. Councilman.
Yeah. Yes. So I currently I have a full-time position, but I am also an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. I have a candle business. I have a sticks and stone business where I sell sage and crystals. I just recently ventured out into event planning, trying to plan my own pop-up shops. That led into today's topic, are you minding your business? Yes. One of the requirements for my business pop-up shop was that, not my requirement, but the contract requirement was that every vendor had to have a City of Conway business license. Mm-hmm. And throughout those 4 weeks of promoting, I came to find that a lot of individuals that have a business they're promoting on Facebook aren't legal. Ooh. So, okay. With that being said, one of the biggest quotes of the summer and the fall was from TikTok, and this dude named DJ, and it was, "Are you minding my business? Don't do that." So I wanted to do a spin-off on it. Are you minding your own business?
Right.
You know,
Right.
so that's
Absolutely.
what that entails for individuals that are just starting and they need some one-on-one help, just making sure they have the legalities of the wanting to start an entrepreneurship correct.
Okay. So again, tell us a little bit about your background, because as we were talking about it, I was like, well, Ashley, if I'm not mistaken, you have a business background. Is that correct?
Yes, I have a MBA and I have a master's in human resource development.
And a lot of people don't even know that about you, I'm sure.
No, they don't.
Okay. All right. And so that kind of makes her, an expert in what we're talking about. She has an MBA. Okay. Big deal. Really big deal. So, as we were talking about the talking points, and we really just wanted to kind of give everybody some advice and kind of keep it to the points that they really need to concentrate on. One of the things that I remember you saying is that, some people that I'm talking to or that I've discovered, they don't have an LLC, they do not have an EIN, and that needs to change. So what do people need to understand about establishing or organizing their businesses?
It should be free. So if you're online anywhere trying to get an EIN number and they charging you, wrong website.
Okay.
IRS.gov is FREE, free. And if you type in EIN, it will give you everything you need in concerning of how to start a business, the type of business you want to start. If you choose to have partners, if you want a sole proprietorship, if you want an LLC, it'll give you that. And then it'll direct you to the state that you live in or the state that you actually want to have your business set up in. So for us in South Carolina, it would navigate us to the South Carolina Department of Revenue, but it will also give you highlights or links for SC Boss. And that's South Carolina's business online service system. What that does is it gives you the requirements to have a legitimate business here in South Carolina. And it'll lead you through all of the different taxes and licenses and permits that you may possibly need for the type of business that you want to obtain, whether it may be a construction business, coin laundry, boutique, car wash, whatever you see fit for yourself, lawn service, babysitting, if you want to make it a business. All of the information is right there on that one website.
Exactly. So, kind of walk us through what you did to establish your businesses. And first of all, tell everybody about the businesses that you currently have under your name or, as an LLC.
Well, let me just say that my business is not an LLC. And that's one of the things that I would talk to every individual about if we were to do a one-on-one session, simply because some individuals are trying to test the waters. Other people are determined that it's going to work and they want to do it with an LLC. Right. So to explain the difference in that, having a sole proprietorship or a partnership is still attached to your personal assessment. Asset. Okay. So if you have an LLC, that separates your personal assets and your business assets. So if you were to be sued, your personal assets will be protected. Okay. So that makes a big difference. And I've tested the water for 2 years, so I'm going to be getting my LLC soon.
I got you.
It costs $110 in South Carolina, so it's still a lot to invest in yourself.
That's right. It's very cheap, and I always try to compare it to everyday things that people attempt to buy. $110. What are you gonna? You could spend that in
outfit, one pair of shoes,
a pair of shoes. Yeah, definitely a pair of shoes. Definitely a bag. Something like that. And so, it's the biggest investment you can make in your company, and you're legit at that point, right? Okay. All right. So what have been some other challenges you've had along the way that kind of make you wonder whether or not you are doing the right thing in business? What are some things that you've encountered?
Pretty much target market, making sure that you are promoting and marketing to the right area. I've been out of the area I've been here for almost 10 years now, but when I was an undergrad, I was out of the area for about 9 years. that 9 years made a difference, because when
Yeah.
I came back, not too many people remember me or knew my worth. So it was like working from the ground up. And
Mhm.
if you don't have a lot of faith in yourself or confidence knowing that you can do it, it can make or break you.
Absolutely. You're right. And so you have a business plan, or do you know how to help people develop business plans?
Yes, ma'am. And also, not to give shine to anyone else, but I know it's needed information. We have a location here in Conway on 3rd Avenue called CIC building.
Mhm.
The
Downtown, right?
Yeah,
Downtown.
downtown.
Yeah.
I think it's like
Mhm.
Conway Information Center or something like that. But they
Mhm.
help you with networking and building business plans. But I don't mind helping with the business plan either, because it's all pretty much your thoughts on paper.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
if you
Yeah.
have a thought and you know what you want to do, whether you want to service the public with a product or service, that's easy to walk yourself, or for me to walk you through it and introduce you to QuickBooks.
Mhm. Mhm.
Make it easier for you towards the end of the year with filing situations. So yeah, I just wanted I want everyone to obtain the knowledge, not just have someone do it for them, because knowing it is a whole lot better than someone telling it to you.
You know, and what you just said is so important, Ashley, because a lot of times people entrust their businesses, at least their business finances and legal things and whatnot, to other people. And then when it's time for them to handle their own business, they have no clue of even where to start. You know, a lot of celebrities have gotten in trouble like that because, you know, they didn't know what their accountants were doing, and or they didn't know, you know, how they were filing, especially taxes, you know. So, you know, that's very important. And you're right, you know, something as simple as QuickBooks, which is basically online software that you can use, will help you to keep your finances all in order, because, you know, that's the one thing that people need to really understand. You have got to pay your taxes. You've got to keep up with, you know, anything you have to pay into insurances and anything that goes along with your business, especially if you have personnel and any other types of overhead. Yeah. So, you know, a lot of people don't, I don't want to say they don't understand that, but maybe they don't think that they really need to be concerned with it so much, you know, in the beginning.
Importance that I want to reach on, because, for instance, I have a candle business, and I'm quite sure there are at least 10 other women in the county or city that have candle businesses. And if I was superseding their sales and doing much better than them and they didn't like it, they can contact IRS, Better Business Bureau. She's not legitimate. Fines all out of the wahoo, you know? So I just want to protect myself. And even if they don't know that I'm legit, I'm legit.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So another point that we were going to talk about real quick is how to build business credit. Okay. Because I think that that tends to hinder people as well. They are either afraid of credit, they don't have very good personal credit, so they think that it's probably going to affect their business credit in a really big way. What can you tell us about, you know, how to build business credit, or how it plays a role in running a business?
Well, the two main things that makes your business legitimate is the EIN number and actually establishing a bank account. So the bank account is somewhat very important, because from the start, it will automatically separate from your personal stuff. You won't have to worry about spending your check money from the 15th to purchase some supplies and then trying to put it back in your personal. You know, it's just too much when it comes to breaking down your tax filings at the end of the year.
Exactly.
So, establishing a bank account, it helps with, as I said, personal asset protection, and it makes accounting and tax filing easy. With credit cards, it's the same thing. It just separates your personal and business expenses that you have, and it builds your company credit history so that you will be eligible for more credit loans, or so that investors can see that, okay, she know how to pay money back, and
knows how to manage your money, all that.
Yeah, so it just helps with your credibility.
Okay. All right. So what was your greatest accomplishment your first year in business?
Taking the lead. Just taking the lead. I would say Walmart now. Yeah. Like, the candle lady. And I'm like, oh, you know, so I made a name for myself.
Right.
Mark, but yeah, I made a name for myself.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. Yeah, and it is a sense of accomplishment when people recognize you, and hopefully they're recognizing your brand. You know, they like your product, and they really want to maintain that connection. They want to continue to buy your products or whatever. So yeah, if they're excited to see you, then obviously you're doing something right.
Yeah, and it's positive.
And it's positive, exactly. Nothing like that. And speaking of which, part of what you do is all about positivity, positive energy, that type of thing. So yeah, tell everybody a little bit about what you sell. And I know you don't have any products today, I asked, but we're going to bring you back later so that you can show us a little bit of what you have.
Okay, I want to mention too that I've just recently become accredited and certified in meditation. So awesome. Now I am currently in my first group on Facebook, leading a 21-day detox meditation group. I'm planning on doing another one in January, but we're focusing on journaling, learning how to meditate, breathing techniques, and breaking bad habits. We all have habits, but guess what? It takes 21 days to make or break a habit.
Yes.
So that's my newest thing that I'm working on. But with my candle company, I sell candles, I sell wax melts, I sell wax warmers, I sell incense, I have body scrubs. My second business venture, Sticks and Stones, that incorporates with handmade bracelets, earrings, necklaces, sage.
I purchased sage from you before.
Mixing bowls, when you want to make your own home remedies, just different things that I know that the community wants and needs. So I just want to be a provider for my community, whether it's education or service or products.
Awesome. Well, I really wanted you to come in and give us some, quick highlights of what people need to understand as they go into 2021. If they're looking at their business plans right now or thinking about launching a business, what they need to make sure they button up and have, pulled together before they actually launch their businesses, or even if they launch, what they need to go ahead and do as they get ready to market and promote their businesses. Because when the revenues start rolling in, we want to make sure that you are in the right space when that happens. And of course, you want to make sure that you're protecting your brand also at all times. So Ashley, what word of advice would you give a new entrepreneur, someone who's just starting out or maybe is fresh in business? What advice would you give them moving forward?
Don't give up too soon. Be patient. You'll fall into the right path with the right people.
All right. I can dig that. Okay. Well, Ashley, it was great having you here today. I really do appreciate it. And again, I want to bring you back so that we can take a look at some of your products. And thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. I really appreciate it, and definitely wish you all the blessings in the world.
Thank you so very much for having me. You all have a good weekend.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. So that was Ashley White. And she gave us some really good advice on what needs to be done in order to make sure you have your business established and that you are doing it the right way moving into 2021. And so as we think about moving into the holidays, again, we've talked about the fact that the holidays are upon us. Everybody's stressed out about, how they're even going to spend the holidays because we're still in a COVID situation. And that can lead to a lot of anxieties and just different things that people haven't had to deal with in the past, mainly because this is not the traditional way that we welcome in the holidays. So in just a moment, after a really quick break, I'm going to bring on Alfreda Small, and she is going to talk to us about how we can overcome the blahs during the holidays. So just stay right there and we will be right back.
Your child deserves the best in life. Grow through learning and positive moments. Caring through love, nurturing, and support. Security in a clean, safe environment. Your child deserves your neighborhood child care and development center. 1100 Quill Street, Conway, South Carolina. ABC certified and USAID approved. Call 843-248-0560 or 843-248-3584 for enrollment information.
Your Neighborhood Child Care and Development Center is open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, enrolling children ages 6 weeks to 12 years old, serving Conway and all surrounding communities, offering after-school care with a professional, ethnically diverse staff. Your Neighborhood Child Care and Development Center. Call today. And welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We are live on the network. I'm April Garner, your network founder. And also, I usually have Dr. Winston D. McIver Jr. with me today. He is out of town, so safe travels, Doc. Wish you luck in what you're doing right now. And I definitely want you back here next Friday so we can talk more about COVID. So we are doing a couple of different things today. We have a couple of special guests who are going to deliver some great information on some great topics that are leading us into the holidays, but also we're going to share some cool Christmas gift ideas. And, I see everybody in the backstage, they're ready, and I'm ready to hear about the gift giving ideas as well. But we first must talk to Miss Alfreda Small. How are you doing, Alfreda?
Good. How are you doing?
All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
All right. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, the name of your business, and then we can get right into our discussion.
Okay. Well, I am Alfreda Small. I'm a licensed professional counselor here in South Carolina. The name of my practice is Small Counseling and Wellness, and I opened up in May of this year. So I was excited about that. What I do is work with adolescents and adults in managing depression, anxiety, grief and loss, and trauma.
Okay. So how long have you been in business?
Business this May.
This
So I just started.
just this past May. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just started. You're brand new. And
Yep.
first, Ashley was telling us all the things that needed to be done to get started. And I'm sure you were like, yep, check, got that, check, handle that, check, I'm good to go. Yeah. So how's business been going so far? Hopefully you have people who are reaching out to you if they need your services.
Yes, in the beginning, since it was COVID just started, it was really slow. But now that I am able to accept some insurances, I'm really excited. And I've got a lot more clients. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very
it's been
exciting
good for me.
indeed. Yeah, that's great. That's really good. So you and I were talking about, just kind of tackling the topic of dealing with the holiday blahs.
Mhm.
And, the stress, the depression, anxiety, things that people are probably experiencing right now, or at least they're feeling it kind of creeping up on them. It's a very, I don't know why the holidays are so sad. They're really supposed to be, cheerful and great
Right.
time for everyone. But, usually towards the end of the year, you get a little, reflective. If you're at home, you get nostalgic. And there's just so many things that kind of, dig into the emotion. So,
Right.
what are some of the things that people tend to experience and what can they do to cope?
From what I think in the beginning is during the holidays when it's, you lost a loved one. I think of connecting with others first because a lot of people are isolating themselves, getting sad during this time because you are used to having a loved one with you. So don't be afraid to reach out because a lot of times we second guess ourselves and say, this person is not available. I'm not going to bother them, but reach out anyway, because that's what we need at this time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I can agree with that. And
yeah.
even, and I can, put my personal, experience into it. This will be not my first Christmas, but my second Christmas without my mom. The last year was our first Christmas. She actually transitioned at the beginning of December, right before.
Yeah.
And, I've found myself as we're moving into the holidays, trying to just reflect on good times and cheerful moments. So I'm not, overwhelmed by the emotion, because I remember what that felt like last Christmas. And I just want to kind of honor her and celebrate her and the things that we used to do by, being happy, because that's what she would have wanted us to do. But, sometimes people don't have an outlet in terms of being able to do that. You know, I do it through other family members. I do it through my siblings and my daughter and friends. So when you don't have a support system, sometimes it can be tough. So, you know, what are some things that people who really don't have a support system, what can they do to, you know, just kind of deal with, you know, the sadness or anything that kind of creeps up on them?
What I would do is not suppress the feelings. Like Ashley was saying with journaling, that's one of my favorite things. Journaling out your feelings. If you don't have someone there, reaching out to a counselor if you're able to, because that's another support system. What's some other things? That's mainly some of the most that I would say. And just remember self-care as well.
Oh,
Because
yes.
if you're
Yeah.
by yourself, you know, take yourself out for, you know, a dinner or have dinner at home, just things that you love to do.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, it is definitely self-care season. Uh,
Yeah.
Ashley mentioned her prayer meditation group, and a good friend of mine, she started a 60-day self-care challenge, and
Wow, that's
you know,
great.
pretty much invited friends and family to be a part of that. And we started that process really, really early. Shouts out to Kim Gore Mitchell. And so, you know, that is really, really important. And just celebrating yourself. And maybe,
Mhm.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I was thinking, you know, sometimes maybe stepping away from the tradition might be a
Mhm.
just kind of creating new traditions for yourself, you know, or
Right.
new things for yourself.
Right. You always don't have to have a bunch of people like since COVID is here, switching it up. Maybe you're not going to have the same Christmas dinner. Maybe you're going to have a different type of dinner or a different type of celebration. It's fine. It's whatever
Hmm.
you want to do. So
Hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So you say you deal with children. Is that your primary population? What was the other population you deal with as well?
It's age 12 and up, so teenagers and adults.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you see any type of emotional issues or anything like what we're talking about in that age group around Christmas time or the holidays?
Um, I would say yes, the same. Like if they lost a loved one, a parent, yeah, definitely. You will see some sadness, depression, um, a lot of anxiety at times because not knowing what to expect because that loved one is gone.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, they have a lot of the same symptoms that adults do.
So how, as adults or parents, should we deal with those situations?
Always validating their feelings, letting them know, it's okay to be sad. Do you need to talk about it? Um, Always saying, I'm here for you if you need to talk, because a lot of times our youth don't know that it's fine to feel the way we feel. And I think, especially in the Black community, we don't express ourselves the way we should. So that's something that I feel like we need to start doing better with.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. Well, Alfreda, do you have any other advice for our viewers or anything that you want them to know as they go into the holiday season about how to cope with the blahs if it happens to creep up on them?
My other tip would be to manage your expectations. Don't think so high. If you're overwhelmed, you can scale it back a little bit because we tend to stress ourselves out over small things. And another way would be to plan ahead. If you know that a big situation is coming up, this is the holidays. Make your list. Don't go overboard because it just ends up with stress. Make this holiday, especially since what we've been through all year, make it the best that you can. Because I feel
Absolutely.
like this year has been tough.
Yeah, it has been a beast. I'm
Yeah.
to go yesterday, and the thing about it is that we've got a long way to go. So we have a lot
Right.
we still have yet to deal with, and but you know, hopefully we have learned a lot along the way, and so going into 2021, we'll have a better handle on
Hmm.
how to just kind of conduct ourselves. I mean, we all know what we need to do, but then there are the people who aren't. But
Yeah.
even
Right.
those things, we just have to just cope basically.
Right. Hmm.
So, Alfreda, if someone needs to be in touch with you, feels like, hey, I need the counseling, how can they be in touch with you?
I do have a Facebook page for my business. It's Small Counseling and Wellness. So definitely like my page. Also, you can reach out to me via email. You might not remember it, but it's alfredasmall86@hotmail.com. And those are the two ways. But I definitely answer Facebook messages regularly. So
Okay. And one thing that you can do, especially if you are trying to reach any of the business owners who are featured here today, you can actually go to the networkconnects.com. Alfreda is on the networkconnects.com. She has a business listing there, and you'll be able to see her contact information and to get in touch with her. Ashley is also on that website as well. And so remember, it's the networkconnects.com. It is the Black Business Directory for this area and beyond. And Alfreda, I really do appreciate you being here today and sharing with us a little bit about how to overcome the holiday blahs.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm sure we'll have you back sometime in the future because, hey, everybody needs a mental health check every now and again.
Right. Thank you, April.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. So that was Alfreda Small with Small Counseling and Wellness, and we certainly do appreciate that information. Again, if you want to be in touch with any business that is promoted here today, check out the networkconnects.com, and you will be able to get that information on how to reach out to any of them for products and services that they offer today. So I'm going to take another quick break, and then we'll come back, and we're going to get into the Christmas gift giving list. Cool Christmas gifts for this holiday season. And again, I will be right back.
If you want to support Black-owned and operated businesses in the Grand Strand area and beyond, check out the networkconnects.com for a complete list of establishments in our local area. Our network connects Black businesses to community for a wide range of services, products, organizations, and resources that are viable in the African American community. You'll find a wide range of products and services that'll fit your needs, along with information about events and happenings around the local communities. Check out the networkconnects.com, connecting Black businesses to community. The networkconnects.com.
All right, and I'm back, and I'm excited that we're getting ready to get into this Christmas gift giving season. And of course, I know that you all have not finished your shopping. You probably haven't even started. Most of you may be shopping online, and that's fine because that's what I plan to do. And if you plan to go out and, tackle the mall crowds and everything, please make sure you're following COVID protocol, mask up, make sure you're using social distancing 6 feet or more, especially this holiday season. And that might be a little tight if you're going out. But you want to make sure to protect yourself because you don't want to be sick during the holiday season, and you definitely don't want to bring anything into your family if you're planning to, spend the holidays with them. And, we really and truly do appreciate the business owners that we're about to see right now. We've got some who've been in business for a while and some who are brand new to their industries, and it's just all very exciting. And so I'm basically going to bring on right now one of the business owners who I have had the pleasure of getting to know in the past few weeks, as a matter of fact, like on a personal level, mainly because I'm using her products. And before I actually show you what I'm using, I'm going to bring on Miss Apollonia. Hey, girl, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm good, Miss April. How are you?
Queen, how are you doing? You know how I feel about you, and you know how I feel about your products. I'm just so, thankful for you, and I'm also happy for your success. You've got a lot of big things happening, and to tell everybody who you are and what your product lines are all about. And then, I don't know if you have anything to show them, but I have my sea moss puree.
You got your sea moss with you?
Yes, honey. I can't go without this stuff right here. And I also have my my hemp oil, my growth oil for my hair. So go ahead and tell everybody who you are and what you're all about.
Okay, awesome. First of all, let me thank you for having me here today. My name is Apollonia Brown. I've been a licensed hairstylist since 2013. Doing hair was, it was my passion at the time when I was doing it, but I wanted to get more into the depths of the products that we were using as stylists and, the products for our clients, because it was something that really, bothered me, that we couldn't find things that were actually really good for our hair, even though that's what they were saying on labels and stuff. So I guess 2020, I'm sorry. With COVID and everything, it kind of gave me that boost to just go and and do what I have been wanting to do. And that is really what got me into starting the project. I have been doing hair for a while. So.
Absolutely.
So
and
now,
so what made
my,
I think there might be a little bit of a lag. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
So what made you get into these all natural products that I'm using and everyone else are using?
Well, with COVID, I was out of work, for one. I was out of work because salons had closed down for a short period of time. And so I had already gotten started on the product lines. I was already working on the oils. But I was a little tempted, a little scared, I would say timid. I was scared to kind of put it out there. And I don't know, when COVID happened and it kind of gave me that boost to just, I had no choice but to just go ahead and get going and start working on it, diligently. I did that, and now it's just growing and gaining speed. So,
yeah, I think that's one of the good things that have come out of this COVID experience. I was talking about that with someone last evening, that it gave us all a chance to just kind of reassess some things, or even assess some things, and figure out what we wanted our next steps to be. And also, I think COVID kind of caught us off guard in a lot of ways. And so now people are trying to figure out, well, how can I shore up my finances, my health, and everything else, just in case, we're in this COVID situation for a while, or if we should happen to, go into another type of pandemic situation, God forbid. So,
right.
All right. So, of course, two of my favorite products here. Tell us a little bit about the sea moss.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll start with the sea moss.
Okay.
So, getting into sea moss, it wasn't anything that I knew too much about, this whole time. I haven't known about sea moss this whole time. I'm actually just getting onto the sea moss, and everybody else is like, well, where you been? But back in September, I decided, and some of my family members, we all decided to do a 30 day or 31 days in September, I think, a 31-day fast. And in the fast, we did no meat, we did no dairy. And yes. And with doing that, it started out just being like a spiritual thing. We just wanted to, get more in contact and in tune spiritually. But then October came around and we were feeling really good, and we were doing so much research and looking at different types of herbs and supplements, because we had to supplement dairy and the meat products for other things. And so in that time, we came across a lot of herbs that a lot of people don't normally hear about, that are really good for your body. And sea moss was one of the foods, the superfoods that we came across when we were studying, just better nutrition and better health. And so as we did more and more research on the sea moss, and we tried different companies trying to get it raw, to see what type of textures it would come in, and, just trying to get to know more about it. And so we did that for a couple of months, and then we just started drawing it, and I was posting about it at first just because I was using it. Right. And then other people started asking me, how much it was. And that's kind of like how we got into selling it, because mine wasn't to sell it. It was to use it. But,
okay.
I'm that kind of person. If I know information, I like to spread it, especially if it's positive stuff. So, when I saw that waist get snatched, I was like, this is it.
That is it. I know that's right. So, and I was watching your post about the sea moss, and one thing that caught my eye was the statistic, or I guess it's the fact, that says that sea moss, which is also known as seaweed, it has 92 of, I believe, the 102 nutrients, or is it 108? 102 nutrients that the body needs. And I'm diabetic, so some of the medication that I take actually depletes my body of certain minerals and, things that I need. And I was like, this might be a good way to get all of that stuff back, because I was, checking out the list and I'm like, wow, I need all of that, you know.
Right.
And then the other part of it, I saw all of the health benefits, everything from hair, skin, libido, everything, you know. And this might be something that would be, good to add to the menu. So tell us a little bit about that research as well.
Absolutely. So yes, sea moss, like you said earlier, also known as seaweed. Sea moss can be found in waters like St. Lucia, Ireland, Jamaica, places like that where the water is it isn't so populated, it isn't so tampered with. If you do order sea moss, you definitely want to get it from waters like that, from waters where it's not so much busyness and city life going on, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, sea moss has 92 of the 102 minerals that the body needs, including copper, sulfur, silicone, B complex, vitamin A, E, C, and K, which is hard to find, and magnesium and things like that. That we kind of drain our body, of those minerals with the types of foods that we eat and things that we drink. So it's important to, put it back into our bodies. And sometimes we don't get all of them with just one vitamin or one pill. You have to take multiple, vitamins to do that. So kind of sea moss kind of combines it all in one.
So someone asked me when I first purchased this, what does it taste like? And at first I was like, well, to me, it tastes like a fruit smoothie. And then, I kind of liken the texture to applesauce. So if you like applesauce, that texture is what you get with this. But also now she offers several different flavors, but my favorite has the blueberry, pineapple. I believe you have a little mango in it.
It has a little bit of mango.
No, honey,
not yours. Not yours. Yours has blueberry,
pineapple,
banana, cinnamon, and honey. And pineapple. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it tastes great. It really does taste good. And then it has a pretty long shelf life as far as, this goes. I mean, if you're using the product consistently, it won't last as long as the shelf life, really. And I think you said about 4 weeks or so if I have it refrigerated and all. So, So someone has a question about sea moss. If you have a question about sea moss, post it and I'll, read the question. How do you feel about drinking or eating it? How long after eating do you see a change?
Okay, so like I said earlier, I had already started the no meat, no dairy. So I had already started seeing changes in my skin and in my body and in my energy just by doing that. Okay, so when I started on the sea moss, I actually would see a boost in my energy, and I would see a boost in my skin. My skin got so clear and bright, and my hair, I could see a difference with my hair. My hair would grow a little bit faster, and all of this has been within it's December now, within 4 months, 3-4 months. So I started feeling a change with the sea moss, I would say at least within a couple of weeks. Within a couple of weeks, for me personally, I could see the change in what the sea moss was doing to my body. And I was able to even see the change because I had already started taking other things out of
the diet. Okay, all right. And then the other product, of course, that I want to highlight is your oils. And you recently had this placed in a retail establishment. And so congratulations to that. That is actually sitting on somebody's shelf. Yeah, that's awesome. And so, talk a little bit about the oil. This one is dry rose and hemp growth oil. And I love it. It's good. It's great.
Absolutely. And thank you so much. I appreciate you using it and you supporting it. Thank you so much for that. And yes, you can get the Lock Knot Dread line. It's in the Beauty Way hair store here in Conway, South Carolina. So if you're around, check them out. But calendula specifically is really good for thickening the hair. That flower is really good for thickening the hair. It's also good for the skin too. If you ever see calendula in skin products, it's pretty good. Hair rejuvenation, prevents dandruff, and it's a natural conditioning agent as well. And I also have those tips and benefits on the bottle too. So if you are ever worried about what's in it, I try to make those details prominent on the labels. But because of the sea moss and what I know that it does, my husband and I actually figured out a way to make the sea moss into powder form, and now I have it in a growth oil. So this one is one of the newer ones. And yes, this is gonna be the one to get right here.
Okay, all right, I got it. Look, I got it already. You know I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And also, just a little quick note for everyone too. Lock Not Dread will also be grand opening of K-Bar Farms. I'm not sure if anyone is familiar with that store, but K-Bar Farms is currently in the Inlet Square Mall in Myrtle Beach. They are having a grand opening Sunday here in Myrtle Beach at the Tanger Outlets on 501. And Lock Not Dread will be in that store as well. So you can also go there at the Tanger Outlets and get any of the products I'm talking about here. Except for the sea moss. The sea moss is not in there. You got to come straight to me for the sea moss. But the hair stuff will be in there.
All right. So somebody says that they hope you'll bring the oils to Loris to Roots and Culture.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I can reach out to them.
Yeah,
maybe absolutely. I can reach out to them.
Opening up the market. I love it. That is awesome.
Right.
That is awesome. Yeah. Well, again, Apollonia, I appreciate you being here today, and enjoy your products. I'm going to try it. I'm definitely going to get that with sea moss. And, I hope that you have continued success in what you're doing. Of course, you can find out information about her products and her business on the networkconnects.com. But also, if you will, let them know again how they can be in touch with you if they want to know more about your products.
Absolutely. So my social media, which is also on my bottles, my social media, Lock Not Dread has its own Instagram page. So if you are on Instagram, we are locked LOKD KNOT.DREAD, Locked Not Dread, on IG, and I'm on Facebook at my name, Apollonia Brown. You can get to my business page from my personal page. So if you just type in Apollonia Brown, I'm gonna come up. I know it's not gonna be a lot of Apollonias out there, so. Yeah, that would be me. So, and I'm working on my website. Once I get that launched, I will have it posted on my social media.
All right, absolutely. Thank you so much. And like I said, I wish you many blessings moving forward, and I'll be in touch with you real soon.
This was amazing. Thank you so much, Ms. April. You have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. All right, so I hope you guys are making your list. We've already started with some good stuff, and now I'm gonna go into another one that I have yet to try, but I have seen some of her demonstrations. Just recently, she made us aware that there was a National Head Wrap Day. Nobody knew about it, and she just made it happen. Had everybody looking real royal, showing their pictures off and everything. So I'm like, you know what? Let me bring her on and talk a little bit about it. So, hey, Miss Kim.
Hi, how are you?
All right, Queen. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, and you are adorning a very beautiful head wrap.
Thank you. I love it.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am originally from Virginia. I've been here about 10 years, and I'm loving it. And right now, I started a foundation, which is the Jacqueline Rogers Foundation, which is why I came up with the head wraps, because of COVID. So.
Okay. All right. So you were in Virginia, you moved to Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Okay. Is this like the primary business that you have with the head wraps, or is it the foundation is the primary?
The foundation is the primary.
Okay. All right. So tell us a little bit more about these head wraps. The fabric, the styles. How did you get into all of this?
The fabrics are 100% cotton. They're Ankara. They're called Ankara. They're African prints. There's one that's 100% cotton, and then there are the lighter ones that are polyester blend. And what I have on right now is a 100% cotton. 100%. And these you will actually have to wear a skull cap or something to protect your hair underneath, and then the polyester not necessary.
Okay. And remember, you're wearing the cap because it's cotton and it's
Correct. And that dries your hair out a lot.
It dries your hair out. Exactly. Okay. All right. So what do you have to show us today?
Well, I can show you the jersey one, and the one I already have on. I'll do another different style on the one I have on.
Okay.
And just to make it easier, so I don't have to do a whole lot. It's basically a series of knots. Once you get it on, you can do a series of knots. And the more knots you do, the higher your wrap will be, the crown of your wrap will be. The tighter you do it, the lower the height. And once you get your knots in, you can just basically tuck it wherever you want it to go, wherever it will go. And no wrap is done the same way twice. So if you think you can do it one way twice, good luck with that. But they usually always come out very pretty, no matter how you wrap them. I'm trying to see here. I need my mirror. Get that tucked a little bit more. I sew all of these myself, cut the fabric and sew them myself. And they usually come with a mask as well. Let me tuck that a little bit more. And as you can see, no wrap looks the same.
You just totally transformed that wrap.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful.
Well,
wow. Yeah. And so you said that you have I know I've seen the sets, the mask and the head wrap.
Right. The mask and head wrap come as a set. I just started yesterday adding jewelry to it. So I made it a whole complete gift set.
Okay. All right.
So
and speaking
of,
this
is the one. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I think you're going in the direction I was going. Go ahead.
The one I had on yesterday, I had this head wrap, infinity scarf, and earrings that match. So the gift sets are going to be, I think they're 45, but each one comes with each one is totally different. So each box will be totally different. It could have the same print of scarf, but the earring and whatever accessories that come with it would be totally different.
Okay. Do you have anything in your packages that kind of is like a little tutorial or instructions on how to do the wrap?
I do have instructions.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Someone asked, how much material does it take?
It depends on.
She's buffering. Okay, for some reason, she's buffering, and maybe she'll come back on in just a moment. But that is absolutely beautiful. So, of course, as you all are making plans for 2021, including Black History Month, you will definitely want to check out Kim's collection of head wraps and scarves and masks, because I'm sure we're still going to need them in 2021 at that time. And, you'll be able to find all kinds of patterns and colors. I mean, she has some beautiful fabrics and prints to choose from. And she typically does her own videos, from her personal page. And so I don't know if you're friends with her or not, but you may want to check it out on Facebook. And I'm sure that when she does the actual tutorials and the demonstrations, that is probably public so that everyone can see it. So she's kind of gotten out of the stream right now, probably buffering or something. But when she comes back, we will continue with that particular demonstration of the head wraps and talk a little bit more about how you all can purchase the materials from her or purchase the sets from her. So I'm going to go on and move on to someone who I have yet to meet. I actually was introduced to her today through pictures. One of the network members actually posted some pictures of her cookies. And I was like, oh, my goodness, where is she? I actually typed, where is she? And they let me know that, she's in Charleston. And so we're going to bring on Shell. Hey, Shell, how are you?
Had to unmute myself. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, in the kitchen with the apron, baking cookies.
Baking cookies.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, my name is LaShell. It's called Shell Cookie Co. And I've been baking since probably since 10, but I really just had a passion for it recently. I started out with a cookie mix box, and I posted it on Facebook in May. And I had a friend who contacted me and asked me how much was I selling it. And at first, I didn't even think. I was just posting. I like to post food. I like to post my baked goods all the time. So when he asked me about the price, and the light came on, and there I go. So Cookie Co started in May. So, and with COVID, trying to find things to do around the house, and so I just created this baking business, and it's been going good.
That's awesome. There seems to be a common theme here that COVID actually kind of jump-started, I guess, the entrepreneurial spirit. And, a lot of people are doing things that they just naturally are interested in doing. And so it's always been a baker or a cook or,
Always been a baker. I've always been baking. I've been baking for a long time. I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida, and I would bake cakes or pies and bring it to work to have my coworkers taste it for me to see how good it was. I just love to bake. So it was just me and my son. We didn't need all these sweets. So all the leftovers went over to my coworkers. So I would always bring in cakes anytime somebody had a party or get together. I would bring a cake or something. So always been a baker.
Love to bake. All right.
I'll be baking this weekend too.
Okay. And I'm sure you'll be baking into the holidays, right?
Yes. Okay, we got a few orders for the holidays. So I'll be busy.
Awesome. So tell us about your cookies and what you have to offer.
Okay, so it's called Shell's Cookie Co. However, I do cakes and I do cookies, and we have chocolate chip pecan with walnuts. We have plain oatmeals. Then we also have a popular favorite cookie is an oatmeal cream pie. It's a play on the Debbie Cake oatmeal cream. I don't know if you had that before. That's a favorite. And I recently made a vegan oatmeal cookie, which is a personal favorite of mine. I'm not vegan, but that vegan oatmeal cookie is
that okay? All right.
So that's a favorite as well. My plain chocolate chip is a favorite. We do a sugar cookie. We also do a 7-Up pound cake, which is also a customer favorite. We do a tropical pound cake. We also bake for local customers around the Charleston, North Charleston, Goose Creek area. We also ship. Most of my customers. That's what I was going to ask. Yeah, we ship all cookies. All cookies can be shipped, and pound cakes can be shipped. So we do that.
All right. Okay. So, what seems to be the flavor of that you sell out of the most?
As far as cookies, it will be the chocolate chip and the vegan oatmeal.
Okay, so I gotta order chocolate chip and vegan oatmeal.
And the sugar cookie is my personal favorite as well, but
okay,
sell out the chocolate chip and the vegan oatmeal.
Okay, all right. So you evidently you have a customer says, yes, I got my cookies mailed to Greenville, and they did not break. It's amazing. I like the way she broke that up.
Amazing.
Yes, awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I discovered your cookies today, LaQuinette was the one who posted your pictures, and so are the cookies good? She was like, yeah, I would not recommend them if they weren't. They are. So
that is I'm actually sending her some this weekend. She ordered some, so I'm sending her some sugar and vegan oatmeal.
Well, all right. Well, I'm going to put in my order. I really am.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm going to do that. Chocolate chip and vegan oatmeal. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. So, if you had to give some advice to anyone who wanted to go into business for themselves, because like you said, this is kind of born out of COVID, what's something that you would tell them as they're trying to figure out, what they can do with a passion of theirs?
The only thing I would say is just like the other lady said earlier, don't give up, and just it's not working because for one, it's something that you love to do. So I don't feel like I'm working. So just work on your craft, don't give up, and stay focused. Grind hard.
Grind hard. I know that's right. I think there's a difference between a hustle and a grind, and everybody. Okay. And yeah, there's definitely a difference, and I believe that everyone who showcased tonight is on their grind, including you. And
They are.
you know, you've actually tempted our palates, and everybody has a favorite cookie. I don't know anybody who does not like cookies. So
Right.
you're going to do well. And I'm definitely going to be placing my order. So I know that we just actually met today, but
yes, we do.
you will be adding your business to the networkconnects.com so that people know how to get in touch with you. So if you don't see it there right now, just be patient. She's going to add her information. But in the meantime, tell everyone how they can be in touch with you if they want to order something.
Well, they can follow me on my Facebook and Instagram page at Shell's Cookie Co. That's SHELLS Cookie Co. I'm on Instagram and Facebook. They can DM me. I answer all messengers fairly quickly.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Shell. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hope to have you back. I'm sure there's going to be another holiday or something where I can bring you back and we can talk about cookies and cakes.
Yes, of course.
All right. Well, take care and best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. All right. So, wow, we've gone from head wraps to cookies, sea moss, and all this other good stuff. And now we're going to get into something that is, first of all, it's very much needed in the world of literacy and education. And I'm getting ready to introduce to you a brand new author, a friend and colleague of mine, Miss Tara Hill Starks. Hey, Tara, how are you?
I got to unmute myself. I'm good.
Yeah, all right. How are you, friend? All right. Well, first of all, congratulations on the launch of your new book.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Yes. So why don't you tell everybody about yourself?
Well, my name is Tara Hill Starks, and I am originally from North Carolina. And I have a business background. Okay. I worked in the corporate area for a long time, but then I went into education. And so I was a middle school teacher for about 10 years. And then I moved here. My husband, his company moved from here. And so I've been here for about, I'm going on 3 years, but I work over at the Horry Georgetown Technical College as the director of testing. And so that's how I know you.
That's right. That's how we met. Exactly. And, very, very sweet spirit and very driven individual. And she is definitely inspiring and has turned a lot of what she's inspired by into something that is going to be a gift to cherish for years to come. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your education?
Yes. So this is my book. It's called Grandma, I Got This. And this book is very, very, very special to me because, it was inspired and it was written in memory of my late grandmother. And her name was Mary Matilda Ray. And this book illustrates what she taught me as a young child. And also another important piece of the book is the cover. This cover was inspired by a photo I took of a lady who was my former pastor and friend. Her name is Dr. Reverend Dor L. Atlas, and it is the late Reverend Dor L. Atlas. She inspired me, as a young girl in church, and and like I said, we were real good friends or whatever. But I was over her house one day, and I was visiting her with my son, and I took a photo, and the photo is so much very similar. The photo is like the front of the book, and actually the original photo is in the book. Mm-hmm. Okay, I put that there, but I just thought this photo, it just speaks volumes. It just speaks to how an elder can pour into a young soul. How a child can listen and an elder can teach. So I thought that would be really good for my cover, and so I put it on the cover of the book.
Awesome. And so on the back side of the book, there's a picture of the character JJ. And he has on, every little kid has put on a cape and pretended that they were a superhero. And I think that that's like my favorite photo, of all, because I've always, concentrated on that as you've been working on the book, mainly because it's so powerful. I mean, obviously he looks like he could be Superman, Superman if he wants to be. But like you said, what the grandparents, our parents, just our family in general, members who we cherish and we feel are full of wisdom. And, you know, they're trying to raise us with good standards and beliefs and morals. They're always trying to pour into us things that will help us to be just, you know, wonderful people, to love and accept everyone. And that's what the story is all about. But it's also about, you know, JJ growing up and learning things along the way that are being taught to him by his grandma. So as you can tell, I have my copy of the book, and I don't have it with me, but I have the hardback, and I got to get your autograph. But it's a great book. I think it would be a wonderful addition to anybody's stocking this Christmas. And so if you have some little ones, what age group is it appropriate for?
Well, it's appropriate for ages 5 through 8, but you know, it's always good. My son, actually, this little character was inspired by my son JJ. I named him JJ in the book. And so from the time that JJ was, you know, born, we had books all around. And so when you have a book everywhere, then, you know, the child is liable to pick up that book and to just go through the pages and to start reading. And so it just books help children, you know, to read. And so, this is JJ, and JJ, he is the character in the book, and he's a young, energetic boy, and he learns valuable life lessons, you know, from his grandmother. His grandmother's wise, she's adoring, and JJ puts these lessons into actions, you know, with his family and friends and others that he doesn't even know. He makes his grandmother proud, but something happens to grandma. All right. So will JJ remember grandma whenever she goes away and what she has taught him? And so in order to find out, you have to buy the book.
You have to read the book. That's right. So, of course, the title is a giveaway. JJ wants everybody to know, Grandma, I got this.
Grandma, I got this. That's right.
I got this. Exactly. Yeah. So how can everyone get your book if anyone's interested in purchasing the book for this Christmas or beyond?
Yes, you can purchase the book on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. Okay, you can go into the store and you can order it, or you can order it online. All right. Also, with my social media, there are other websites that you can buy this from. Actually, you can buy this from the UK. It's in the UK.
Awesome.
Yeah, there's other Bookshop and I think Depository Books. Before this time, I've never heard of those, but yeah, these are bookstores or book retailers in other locations of the world. So it's exciting to know that, you know, my book is out there, you know.
Yeah.
But you can go to Facebook. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Grandma I Got This. Okay. And so you can also email me at tarahillstarksbook@gmail.com. All right. And just let me know what you think after you ordered it. And also, like April said, it's Christmas time. Order a book for a child, because that's the best thing that you could ever do, is just buy a kid a book for them to start learning. And order it for a gift for someone, or just order it for a keepsake for yourself.
Absolutely. Well, it goes without saying that I'm proud of you, and it is a beautiful book. It's a beautiful story, and I can't wait until we see the other books in the series. Look, I'm speaking it into existence.
I hear you.
I'm like, yeah, if you start on the second book, that's what I want to know. You know, but congratulations to you, and I really wish you all the luck in the future with this literary expedition you got going on here. You are
the journey. I'm telling you, it's funny, April, because, you know, people who know me, they're like, I never thought I didn't know you were an author. I didn't know you were a writer, you know, and I'm not. It's just that I have a story to tell, you know, and I wanted to leave, you know, a legacy for my child, and, you know, I wanted to give back to children who need to learn, you know, reading is fundamental. So, you know, so very important, you know, for kids, you know, and I'm a big advocate because I am an educator. Right. So, you know, anybody can write a book because it's your story. And this was my story. You know, I'm not a perfect writer. This is what was in my heart, and I chose to write it.
Okay, well, awesome. Well, Tara, thank you so much for being here tonight. And
thank you for having me, April.
You are very welcome. Absolutely. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon at work.
Yes. Yes.
But, you know, take care. And again, if you want to get her book, I ordered from Amazon, and I can tell you that it was very quick as far as the turnaround. So you may want to go ahead and order now before the Christmas rush starts to happen. Great stuff for Grandma I Got This, author Tara Hill Starks. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. All right. So I have one more gift idea, and I'm actually going to show you a few more of the items from this particular business owner, but we're going to take a really quick break, and then I'll be right back with our final gift item on my list. Okay, so stick around. Be right back. Promise you.
Hey, how y'all doing? All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Yeah, thank you. All right, y'all take care now. All right. Take care now.
How you got any more time?
All right, take care now.
How you doing, girl? Growing up?
Okay, Paul, tell him you talk to me and I need to get you in. Bye, Mr. Lab. Your hair looks pretty.
I had to sneak in a little clip from this past week's COVID testing drive, which was held at Friendship Missionary Baptist Church. And I want to show you Dr. Mack. He is always working, always doing what he needs to do to serve the community. And he was a part of that COVID testing drive. I think it was on this past Tuesday. It's from 8 to 2 p.m. So that was an opportunity for the community to actually get their COVID test done. And what I loved about it is the fact that it was inside of the community, because typically you have to go to Coastal or you have to go somewhere else in order to have your test done. But, you know, this was like in the heart of the community. And I think we need more of that so that people will at least be able to access a testing site that's maybe within walking distance of their homes or their apartments. So kudos to you, Dr. Mack. I just wanted to show everyone that you were actually in the lineup, greeting people, making them feel comfortable and helping them to get their test done. So thank you so much for that, and just keep doing what you're doing. So, of course, I have one more item, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Now, this young lady, I wanted to feature her tonight, but I'm gonna tell you that she would not, absolutely not agree to be on the live stream, because she said her mama had not had a chance to put her hands in her hair, and so she needed her mom to come on and make an appointment. So Tanya DeWitt Green, you're gonna do better so that Jasmine could be on my live stream the next time, because we need to see her beautiful face, and we need to hear all about the products that she has to offer from her beautiful face. So, but I promised her that I was going to talk about her products and actually show her website, and I am very, very upset that the melanated ornaments are sold out. So again, Tanya DeWitt Green, I know that you are watching. If you will, make sure that you put together a few of those ornaments and let me know when they're ready so that I can get my set before everybody else gets them. But I'm going to show everybody what Jasmine Mitchell has put together. So Jazz is funny, but you are funnier. So the chip don't fall far from the block. I'm going to pull up her website and show you guys what Jasmine has to offer for Christmas gift giving. And she actually has put together a lot of items. And so you can go on her website and see what all she has. This is Crazy Couponing Chef Crafting. And I know that's a very long name, a really big mouthful, but she has a lot to offer. And so hopefully you all are seeing this, but here is the website with all the great things that are personalized crafts, treats, and favors. So her holiday items include the 9-panel pillows. She's got some adult Christmas sublimation mask. And of course, everybody, can order masks if you want your, they're pre-designed. So of course, they're going to be the Christmas mask. I like one of those. It looks like they have the Christmas mask for children as well that has Rudolph on it. So I'm have to see if she can do one with Rudolph on the front with the little red reindeer nose. That's awesome. She has air fresheners. She does chocolate covered Oreos. She has little elves. The melanated Christmas ornaments, you can't even see them anymore. It's kind of highlighted here, but aren't they cute? If you guys can see them, look at that, sold out. All of the melanated hues of the beautiful little black girls with their little powder puffs, so cute. Just love it. She has gingerbread people, you name it, she's got it here for the holidays. So if you're looking for a really quick Christmas gift for a stocking stuffer, or you're trying to figure out how to gift someone and in a very unique way. Of course, a lot of the Christmas items are going to be keepsakes. She has this memorial ornament. I think that's really cute. She has a Santa snack. She has the unicorn ornaments. She even has a puzzle, and it looks like it's a custom puzzle. I'm going to click on that real quick. Because that's a picture of Jasmine. But basically, if you want to order items from Jasmine, you can go to her website, Crazy Couponing Chef Crafting LLC.com, and pick up some items. I'm going to click on some of her other items. She has some, she does back to school items as well, accessories. There's a full catalog of things. And you just can't go wrong if you go to her website, if you're especially looking for a quick Christmas gift idea. Chapstick holders. She even has a composition notebook mask. I mean, this is really creative. It's really cute, Jazz. I really appreciate this. Really cute items. So again, it's Jasmine Mitchell. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. I just wanted to give you a shout out and give you an opportunity to show everybody what you're able to produce for them, customized crafts and accessories and different types of items. I love this learning pillow that she has here. Great for the little kiddos. So you can get a learning pillow and then the Grandma I Got You book. And that would be an excellent little package for the kids for this Christmas. Look at that, the days of the week and all that. How to count money. We got to teach these kids how to count money like now. Okay. Can't wait until they're 18 years old. It'll be too late. But great gifts. Visit her website, check out what she has. All of her contact information is there. And I mean, as we're flipping through her website, there are orders that are coming in. Look at that. Jasmine, you're going to be busy, but that's a good thing, honey. Yeah, that's a really good thing. Go ahead and do what you got to do. So her mom has actually put the website in the thread. And of course, Jasmine is also listed on the networkconnects.com. So make sure you check out the website. Again, if you're a Black business owner, or even if you are operating a business, but you may not be the owner of that business, that is perfectly okay. We just want to connect people with the Black owned businesses or businesses that are operated, Black operated, but also Black professionals who may be in businesses that are not Black owned. We want to show you support. We want to connect you to a community that may have a need for your products, your goods, and your services. A lot of times, people in certain communities just don't know where to begin when they're trying to find certain people that they need for anything, whether it's, cutting the yard, doing their hair, creating sea moss purees, writing books, or whatever the case is. So, go to the networkconnects.com. We're adding businesses to that website every single week. And if there's something that you need that you don't see, just hit me up on Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to do the research to see if I can find someone who can fill your need. So, hey guys, this has been a great show tonight. I'm actually going to do the Christmas gift giving ideas again next week. So cool Christmas gift ideas. If you are interested in being featured, please let me know. If you are a member of the network group, you can let me know by inboxing me from the network. If you can access my personal page. You can go to the networkconnects.com and send me a message and let me know that you'd like to be featured on my Christmas gift giving ideas. Now, I might not be able to feature everyone, so I'm just going to say that, I'm going to look at the products and, I might have to put you all in a fishbowl and pick out 6, but I will do my best to showcase anyone who is interested in making sure that they are a part of the gift giving season here this Christmas. So thank you all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to everyone who's usually here with us every single week. I see some of the faces and the names. I really do appreciate you all. Thank you to those of you who have connected me with other people. Thank you. I have to say, Laquanette Brumel, you actually connected me with Shell's Cookie Co., and I will be ordering my cookies from her. So thank you so much for setting that up today. I also want to give a special shout out to our destination site today. We always stream live on the Emmanuel Nye Memorial Foundation page, which of course, as you know, is out of Charleston, South Carolina. They have a campaign that is 17 on the 17th. And so the 17th of every month, they usually pushed a campaign where they're asking people to donate only $17 on the 17th of every month to support the efforts of the Memorial Foundation to memorialize the victims of the Emanuel 9 tragedy, and to also do some special things surrounding that particular church and foundation. So you're in the Christmas gift giving season. One thing that you can do to make sure that you are pouring into the community and giving back and blessing someone because you've been blessed this year is to give $17 to the Emanuel 9 Foundation. And also, we just recently had Giving Tuesday. So if there was a charitable organization that you want to support, make sure you reach out to them. Even though it's not Giving Tuesday anymore, you can give to them at any time. And if I can find some of those organizations, and I know I can reach out to some of them through the network, I may even feature some next week. So thank you all so much for tuning in tonight. It was a great show, and I really do appreciate all the support, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.